Hello, my name is Dark Cloud Gaming, and welcome to a Minecraft tutorial. In this video, we'll be going over the /summon command. The /summon command basically does what it says. It summons something. In this case, it would be anything in the Minecraft that counts as an entity. So, let's start with the examples. I already have some lined up here, so we'll start with this first one. So the very basic one would be /summon the entity that you want to spawn, and then coordinates. So I just did tilde key, which represents a number that is in relation with the block that's being spawned in. So it will be X, Y, and Z. So I'm leaving these two blank, so it doesn't spawn anywhere left or right. It spawns right above the command block. So what we have is summon cow, which will spawn a cow, one block above this command block. So when we flip this switch, it'll spawn one cow right above this. Now, this is a very simple command, but you can also do a lot of different things, and it gets more complex. So we're sort of just going to push this cow out of the way. So the next thing is how to have one mob or entity, and then have another entity or mob writing that. So to do this, you will do summon. I'm going to have spawn another cow right above this. And then what you would add is curly bracket, capitalized passengers, colon, square bracket, curly bracket, and then you type ID, colon, and then you put in quotation marks the ID of the entity or mob that you're going to have on top of it. And you keep that in quotation marks, and then to finish that, you do curly bracket, square bracket, curly bracket. So when we spawn this, it will have a cow, and there is a pig on top of it. So wherever this cow goes, this pig will always be there until the cow dies. Then the pig will just fall to the ground. So if you're wondering what the ID for a certain thing is, you can just go into the chat and type /summon and then just hit tab, and that'll give you all the IDs for everything that you can spawn with the command. So there's chest, ender eye signals, item frame, spectral arrow, command blocks, throne potion, guardian, snowman, leash knot, arrow, mushroom, cow, lava slime, zombie, and all these other things. Okay, so now, but if you go into this and you type in /summon cow again above the command block, and then you type passengers, the ID of the pig again, and then type sheep as a second ID, just don't close it with the square bracket, and put a comma, curly bracket, ID, colon, quotations, the ID, which I'm using sheep, and then close it. So the problem, if you want to have a huge stack, if you do this, it'll put the sheep on the exact same level that this pig is on. So they're on the exact same spot above the cow. So the way to fix this would be to have summon cow, coordinates, and then you always want to capitalize passengers, otherwise the command will not work. So passengers, the ID of the pig, and then I don't close the ID area, and then I do a comma, passengers again, so now the pig is going to have the passenger on top of it. So then passengers, and then the ID of the sheep, and then to close this, you do curly bracket, square bracket, curly bracket, square bracket, and curly bracket. So it's just a little bit longer than the last command. So now we have this cow, pig, sheep stack. So now we have all these stacks of animals running around. Okay, so now you can also summon such things like zombies into it. So this will just spawn a zombie. But you may be wondering, how do I spawn one that already has armor on it so I don't have to attempt to give it armor manually? So what you do for this is, so you would just put in the summon command armors and what it would be holding. But another thing you can also do is give them custom names and have that show when they walk around your world. So for this command, so I'm gonna have a zombie named Greg with a diamond sword and shield, not a diamond shield, a wooden shield, and full iron armor. So what you would do for this is summon zombie, the coordinates, and then curly bracket, and then capitalize the both words in this. It would be custom name, the C in the N is capitalized, and then you would do colon, and then whatever name you want it to be. So in this case, I put Greg. It doesn't have to be in quotation marks. Then you do comma, and then custom name visible. The C, N, and V in that are all capitalized, and then you would do true or false. So this is going to be true, so when it's spawned, it'll always show Greg, no matter how far away you are from it. So then you would do comma, armor items, the A and the I are capitalized. So now you just, so after the colon you would put square brackets, 0, which will be the feet. So it goes 0 through 3, so there's 4 slots that you put armor in. 0 being the feet, 1 being the leg, 2 is the chest, and 3 is the head. So you would do 0, colon, curly bracket, ID, colon, the ID of the armor you want. So in this case, I put iron boots, and then curly bracket, comma, 1, colon, curly bracket, the ID, and then the ID of the armor you want. And then 2, and then the same thing until you close it. So to close it, you would do the curly bracket, finishing off this, the third ID that you, number 3 you put in, and then square bracket, and then comma. And now if you want it holding something, you would do hand items, the H and the I are capitalized, and then you would do colon, square bracket, 0 being its right hand, and 1 being its left hand. So I have diamond sword and shield as what it's going to be holding. So then you just close it with the curly bracket, square bracket, and curly bracket again. So when we flick the little lever, it will spawn Greg, the zombie, and no matter how far away I get from Greg, his name will always be visible to me. So now we have Greg, the zombie, with iron armor, a shield, and a diamond sword. Now another thing that you could add onto this would be, you can say no AI. So then that means this zombie will not move if it is set to true. So now, when we flip this, I messed that up. You want to capitalize the I as well. That is what I messed up. So it is capital N in no, only the O is not capitalized. So now when we flip the switch, he is not gonna move. But you can still push him around. So then, if he's, I believe he'll still be making noise. So the next thing you can put is silent. And then you can say true or false. So I'm gonna have a silent zombie named Greg, full iron armor, a diamond sword, and shield, not making any noise, and cannot move. So now he's not making any noise. Okay, so these other zombies are making noise, so I will get rid of them really quickly. Okay, so now this is Greg. He will not make any noise, and will not move. He will not hurt you because he has no AI to attack you. And he will not make any noise. So that's just some examples of stuff you can do with the /summon command. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.